The following material contains strong language and adult content. Please be advised.
Well, my honey's off to work, the kids are headed to school. Slim and Adam Bomb about to act a damn fool. It's the morning routine. Hey, yeah, the morning routine. Yeah, you got Adam Bomb and Slim. They doing them. It's the morning routine. Good morning. Morning routine, y'all. Woo!
What up, everybody? It's your boy Adam Bomb back once again with another episode of the Morning Routine Podcast. If you haven't hung out with us yet during our live shows, make sure to check those out Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. only on www.vaporradio.com. You can also download our app on all iOS and Android devices and enable our Amazon Alexa skill. Go into the Alexa app, search Vapor Radio, enable it, and you are good to go. We appreciate all the love and support. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, you can always email us at mailbag@vaporradio.com. You can follow us on Twitter at VaporRadio1. That is the number 1 at VaporRadio1. Facebook.com, search Vapor Radio, like the page, share the page, tell all your friends and family about it. We definitely appreciate it. We're growing more and more every day, and we can't thank you guys enough. So enjoy the podcast, and peace out.
Woo! It's some fire, boy. Some fire going on around in the music world. I don't know what's going on. I'm scared. I don't even come outside no more. Eminems got everybody shook.
So my homie, he posted this thing about, Joe Budden, and I went and listened to it. He's a big Joe Budden fan, and I appreciate what Joe Budden has done. I like him on the battle scene, and he's definitely got bars. He's original. Mm-hmm. He basically told M that he has been more relevant than M in the last 10 years, that his bars are better. He's actually saying something in his words. M just has been adapting to what people want him to be, like what the industry wants him to be. Right. He hasn't really said anything in the last 10 years. He gave M credit for what he did in the beginning, but now he says it's a different game. He says the last 10 years has basically been his world. M's just been living in it. And I don't know about that, man. I really don't know about that. I think, why isn't Joe Budden more mainstream then?
I'm going to tell you right now.
Why doesn't he get more airplay? Why doesn't he get more recognition?
Because he's not putting no work out there. If he's such a great, when it comes to the and we just speaking hip hop. We're not talking about no other outside nothing. This is straight hip hop rapping. Yeah. Wax. If he is the man, then why is it not reflecting? Why is it not showing? So I totally think he didn't jump out the window with this one, because even if Eminem ain't in the scene, he way more relevant than Joe Budden, bro. I'm sorry. Yes, we know Joe Budden has a podcast. It's dope.
Yeah, I listened to it.
Yes, we know Joe Budden had a show. It was good. But I only know of 2 or 3 singles from Joe Budden that I like. I can tell you albums from Eminem that we all like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And again, I'm a big Budden fan, but I don't know. I think what he was saying was incorrect to an extent. See, the way I view this Eminem album is, I think he's lit a fire under some people. I mean, I'm sure there's obviously some words that he was using as bullets. He was shooting a shot at people, but I think it's really lighting the fire. Me and you were talking about this the other day off air, is that I think a lot of people are going to pick up the pen and pad again.
Yeah.
And he called out people that he knows are very good lyrically. Tyler, the Creator, is very good lyrically. He's got a weird flow, but he's very good lyrically.
MJK or MGK, no.
Machine Gun
lyrically,
MGK.
no.
No, but people like him, and I think those bars were fired at him to be that was shots fired because he was talked about his kid and all this other stuff. Like, but I think there's certain Vince Staples. He just has one little punchline in there at Vince Staples. Vince Staples is dope.
Yeah, but once again, it's not reflective of his album sales or the streets. Like, we all know, Vince Staples, hey, Tyler, the Creator's dope, like you said.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
But these guys are single people. They don't have the buzz. They don't have the clout. That's what they call it now, is the clout. They don't have the clout. Man, just saying Eminem name, just like, oh, yeah. He got the clout. Like, he the GOAT. He the great. And then you put him next to Dr. Dre, and look what happened. He's number one. Kamikaze is number one.
Yeah.
Of course.
It was number one like 20 hours after it dropped.
Because, look, the formula, M and Dre, and look what happens.
Well, and that's what I was saying the day we were talking about it, too. Rick Rubin doesn't have his hands on this one, so that made it better. That made it a lot better album. But lyrically, again, I don't know. I think he's smart. He's not just some white rapper like a lot of people want to think that he is. He is very smart. Like, bro, from a marketing standpoint, he is getting older. Eventually he will fall off. It happens. That's the nature of the beast. But he sees the talent that's out there now, and I think if anything, this is going to light a fire under all this young talent to get back in the booth and make real hip hop again. Fuck all this mumble rap.
Speak
fuck all this
English.
Other shit.
Speak English. Let us hear the words, what you're saying. Let us paint a picture with the words. Let us see what's going on. All this mumbling and what is
exactly.
that?
Yep.
The beat is good for you. That's it. That's what's making your song hot is the beat. Which, by the way, if anybody needs some War Room music all day, we got them all day. We bang out. It's the beat, man.
You at?
warroommusic.com.
You ain't got no...
That sounded hard, though. That sounded hard at warroommusic.com. Hey, okay, that's coming soon. Hey, y'all can hit me up at DEITRICK @silverrosemedia.com. I got the hot shit. War Room music all day. But hey, y'all, that was a shameless plug. Getting back to the whole Eminem thing, I think it spread out across the country because it didn't seeped over here to G-Eazy.
Yeah.
So G-Eazy's, I listened to all the diss songs, and out of all the diss songs, Eminem's Kamikaze album is the coldest I've heard. Period. G-Eazy is next. He number two. His diss song back to Machine Gun Kelly, he ate his ass up. Destroyed, and the beat was hard.
Yeah.
MGK's his diss song was cool, but it just wasn't enough for me.
MGK is an acquired taste. Like his flow, his
a
lyrics.
rocker rapper to me. He's a rocker rapper.
I can see that.
He don't have the full hip hop backing, if you want to say. He a rocker rapper to me. Post Malone, rocker rapper.
I'll give you that.
Mac Miller, hip hop.
It's Post Malone is just different.
No, he's not different. He use auto-tune. He rap about the same thing.
But I mean his flow, his style, I wouldn't call him a rock rapper. I call him more like folksy. Like he's like a folksy rapper. Like he gets up there with the guitar and I don't know. Post Malone's different. I think that's why I like Post Malone.
Like a folk tale kind of.
Yeah, but he does it in like a rap format. Like it's
acoustic.
It's slow. It's like that folksy kind of slow guitar rap. But I like.
Real quick,
I think
I'll put you on the spot. Real quick, right now. Top 5 white rappers right now.
Eminem, Mac Miller.
Post Malone.
Post Malone. Yeah, Post Malone. Okay, yeah. So Eminem, Mac Miller, Post Malone. I don't know who else there would be. I mean, I guess I don't hate Machine Gun Kelly. I don't know. I put him in my top 5 though. Shit.
Paul. Oh, I don't know about top. I was going to say Paul Wall, but I would put Paul Wall before I put Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'd go Paul Wall. Paul Wall would be.
And then, what about Yellow Wolf? You know what I'm saying? Jelly Roll.
Probably not in my top 5, but Jelly Roll is definitely good. Ritz.
Yep, that's enough. Oh,
Yep.
Ritz, yeah.
Yeah, probably Yellow Wolf and Ritz would actually round out my top 5. Jelly Roll is a close second. I'm a big fan of Jelly Roll. I gotta actually sit down and chop it up with him. Him and Haystack. Haystack's another dude from the South. But I wouldn't put them in my top 5. Yeah.
Top 5. Eminem. Yellow Wolf, some of his lyrics be tight, but I don't be liking his beats. But then Paul Wall, I like his whole little way about him and how he rap and everything, how he represent his city. Eminem, who was your second?
Mac Miller.
Nah, Mac Miller, he's gonna be down there. Okay, give me Eminem. I like this G-Eazy cat, dude. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, G-Eazy.
Give me Eminem, G-Eazy, Mac Miller, because he is dope. He do his own music and he write. G-Eazy, Mac Miller. I'm gonna go Yellow Wolf, and then I'm gonna go Paul Wall.
I'll give you that. That's a good one. There's some good dope white rappers out there. I mean,
it's a whole bunch of them.
If you stop and think about it, though, really, they only really started coming into their own in the last 20 years, though.
Shout out Third Base. Shout out Beastie Boys. I mean, you know, I can't hate on Vanilla Ice.
Hey, Vanilla Ice was on that quarantine plane yesterday.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, there was a plane that was quarantined. It came from overseas somewhere and touched down at JFK. It was like a big ass, one of those Emirates Airs, like 500 people on board, and like 100 plus people were sick on board. So they quarantined the plane. Vanilla Ice was on there. I don't know what the fuck he was doing overseas, but yeah.
He got all that money. Shout out to all the rappers out there. I'm glad about this. This is what we need. We need to wake some people up in hip hop.
I want to see some new music. Yeah, I want to see.
Yeah. I'm glad. This is what we need.
To be brought back to hip hop again. I want to see some old school beats with a new school vibe to them. I want to see. I appreciate and I respect this trap vibe, but I want to see some good like East Coast, West Coast beats again. Like, I want to see some real rapping. I want to see just dope music.
Yeah.
We just don't get as much of it anymore.
It's coming because it's so easy to just go to Best Buy. Go to Guitar Center and buy Fruity Loops, bring it home, plug up your keyboard, and now you're making your own music. Put that on SoundCloud, and there it is.
Well, that's how Post got started. Post was a SoundCloud rapper.
A bunch of them are SoundCloud rappers, but
yeah. Big shouts out to Lil Coke and J Pan, who took the time out of their time to come chop it up with us. SoundCloud rappers trying to do their thing. So
you got to put your time in, and that also takes money.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to get your shit mixed. You got to get your shit mastered. It's got to be a proper way to do it. A lot of people, like I say, they make their beat, put it up on YouTube, make a video to it, and now they out. Nah,
you got to do it right.
Because that's the only way you're going to be able to get noticed by the people who you need to be noticed by. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'll give you that. I do support a lot more independent artists over the last few years than I have, and more than mainstream. I support a lot of my local talent, the Northwest talent. I was on the Macklemore train before Macklemore hit it big. I mean, I saw him in live concerts when he was playing bars. Like, he was doing bars down here in Portland and doing little clubs, like, as a local artist. Like, Macklemore was nobody then. He was just trying to grind, like, and then he got on the right stage. He put out his album The Heist, and it took off from there. So it's like, I love supporting those independent artists.
And Macklemore, that's another white boy.
Yeah.
But see, the thing about Macklemore is he was popping tags. He only got $20 in his pocket. I watched this shoe shopper with Complex. He was buying, $1,000 Jordans, and I'm like,
He basically grinded for 18 months, about 2 years. Once he really hit it, made about $20 million, probably more than that. Mm-hmm. But like, if you can always Google like someone's estimated net worth. It's not exactly what it is, but it'll give you a ballpark idea. His estimated net worth is about $20 million. And he grinded for about 2 years straight.
Ghetto, once the backyard, the yard. Yeah, he was grinding. Straight up. Hey, y'all, this is the morning routine on Vapor Radio. Hope y'all having a good Throwback Thursday, Friday Eve, whatever it is. Payday tomorrow. If anybody want to let me borrow $40, hit me up on the line. Matter of fact, email me. I think you can email money now. Email me at mailbag@vaporradio.com. Shoot me a couple of dollars through an email or something, and I'll buy lunch with it. Thank you.
That's what we're doing now?
You don't be hungry? You don't get hungry?
Do you get hungry?
Speaking of talking, since you just want to just hungry and hungry, do you say hungry or hungry?
I say hungry. Girl, are you hungry? I ate twice before I came over.
So let me ask you something. My kid's like, I'm hungry. Or, it's a difference between black and white people. We say stuff differently, but it might have the same meaning, but we just say it differently.
Oh,
you say hungry, I say hungry.
Is it McDonald's or McDonald's?
I say McDonald's, you say McDonald's.
Okay.
I say, well, shit is honky-dory. You say
oh my God, I knew this was coming up. Okay, yes. It's hunky-dory, not honky-dory. You're being racist.
How is that racist? I'm saying.
Okay, this came up. Okay, this came up. Let's put this out to the people real quick on Twitter and see.
This is how you say it. Oh, he want to put it out to Twitter. So your girl come in. Your girl come in. So how was your day? Oh shit, baby, everything was just honky dory. What do you mean, like? That's what I say. You say tomato. I say tomato. You say potato. I say potato. Okay. Honky dory.
We'll see.
Honky dory. That's what. What do you mean? That's not being racist. What are you talking about? I'm speaking.
No.
What do you mean?
Honky is a derogatory term for a white person. Honky, cracker, redneck. Redneck's not honky. We all say it. Fuck that. Honky, cracker. We talked about this yesterday. And I'm not stupid, but the conversation. No, the conversation is interesting. That's why I wanted to have this conversation here. It's interesting.
Okay, but you are stupid.
That's a story for another day. The conversation is interesting. Why does everybody else? We can call. We can use words.
We can use. Go to the deep water.
We can use. No, look. I'm not saying this is me. I'm bringing the topic up. People around the world, across the nation, say words like beaner and wetback and spick, and those are racist slurs towards the Mexicans. But like beaner, sometimes it just gets laughed off unless it's used in a very, very derogative way. White people is honky and cracker. Asians, you know, the fuck are Asians called? Yellow people, Twinkies, something like that.
Know.
I don't remember what. Oh, gooks.
Okay.
Like, no, but okay. So this is my thing: is we use those terms more loosely than we should.
Okay.
But when the N-word gets brought up,
The what word?
the N-word, the bad word,
November?
Nicaragua.
Say it again.
Nicaragua? A little bit faster.
You say that one more time.
Nicaragua?
You gonna get the shit slapped out of you because you say that again. It sounds. Let me hear it.
Nicaragua. Now you got me saying it.
So you definitely put it. Okay.
Now you got me saying it weird.
No, I ain't got you saying it wrong.
So I'm just curious though, is it just because of like how the word was used 250 years ago that makes it so bad? Why? Is it because of what we see like in this in protests and well, I mean even 50, 60 years ago with Martin Luther King Jr. and in the South and stuff like that. The word honky and beaner and gook and things like that were used then, but again, they're used so much more loosely today as rather than the word the N word. Why is that?
So first of all, let's back up real quick.
And again, please, people, this is not me thinking this. This was a conversation actually me and Slim were having the other day. I thought it was an interesting topic. I don't believe in any of this stuff. It's just a discussion.
Me neither.
Please don't come firing back at me, calling me a racist. It's
me
just
neither. This is just
a topic.
real spit.
It's a conversation.
Here's the deal though. That's just a saying. Like I was just, saying, hey man, so how was your day? Oh, it was just honky dory. Like,
but okay, take the saying out of it though. But the word honky and cracker.
Okay.
People use those words towards white people all the time.
I only use cracker when I'm either having soup or I have cheese.
But let's be real. Let's be real though. Honky and cracker get used often, but it doesn't have that same effect as the N-word has towards a black person. And even the word beaner. You call a Mexican a beaner, yes. If you're saying it in a certain context, it has more powerful meaning than, the way we talk to Jesus, little baby Jesus, it all in fun, and he calls himself a beaner. It doesn't have that power behind it.
That's like me. I call myself a nigga.
But if I were to say, but I can't.
As a white boy,
as tight as we are, I can't be around a group of people and say, yeah, this is my Nicaraguan.
Ooh, you get close to the edge, boy. I'm telling you,
you know what I'm trying to say though. I can't say that. I can't say that.
You can.
No,
you can,
because I'm a little white guy. I can't take the beating that I'm going to receive after that.
Why does it have to be a beating?
Because that's what happens. That's the negative connotation that comes with a white person saying that word, right?
No, because look how you saying it. You're saying it as a term of endearment. Yeah. What up, my nigga?
But we're not even allowed to say that though, right?
No, you're not. But it's a lot of them little white boys that. And they
can get away with it.
Test the waters. They test the waters, and if they don't get no negative response, then they think, okay, well, all right, I guess.
Now you've straight up told me in conversation, if I were to say something like that to you, it wouldn't bother you.
No, because
that's the relationship that you and I have.
You're my partner. Like it's different. Now, if it's a stranger just come up to me, hey, how's it going, nigga? Like, what?
But see, that's the ER on the end of it. I get that. So I guess
so if
my
it's a stranger, white man
thought,
come up to me, I'm standing at the bus stop and say, hey, what's going on, my nigga? I'm like, shit, what's cracking?
Even if it was a stranger you didn't know.
If he hit me with this, my nigga, I might be like, whoa. Slow down real quick. Slow down. Hi, I'm Slim. What's your name? Like, but if you come to me, hey man, move your nigger ass over and let me sit at the bus stop. Then I'm gonna have to bash his head into the post.
Yes, that's obviously a big thing.
Yeah.
So if it was a white guy, and again, it's I don't want to make judgment calls here and say that it's easy to tell a white person, a black person, an Asian person, a Mexican person, things like that. But we all know if you close your eyes, it can be fairly easy to tell the person that you're standing to. So in our case, we can't see shit. If you know a white person walks up to you and said that, NIGGA, saying what up.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it on air.
Why?
Because I'm just not. Because there's plenty of people that would not appreciate me saying it. You might be okay with it, but there's plenty of people that would not be okay with me saying it, and I'm not gonna say it. So, but you get what I'm trying to say. So if you know that this person is
let's be clear, it's not the thing to do. I mean,
of course not. Of course not.
You don't just throw that around at me.
Of course, of course.
It might seep out every now and again, but we cool like that.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
But if you know that there is definitely a white guy standing next to you at the bus stop, and you guys are talking, you're just chopping it up for 10 minutes waiting for the bus, and at the end of it, he's catching another bus, you're catching another bus, and he says, all right, man, it was good talking to you, my Nicaraguan. Are you going to be offended by that? Or is that going to make you feel a certain way?
Not at all.
Okay.
Because first of all,
but there's a lot of people out there that it would, right?
I'm sure there's a lot of people that would agree. There's a lot of people that won't. But we all individuals, and it's a judgment call that we have to make at that given moment. Like, what I'm saying? Okay, was he being offensive, derogatory? Was he trying to come at me? Like, what did he mean by that? Like, all that goes through our head, like, instantly. Like, okay, well, no, he was just saying, all right, have a peace.
Okay.
All right, cool, no problem. But everybody knows it's a different way. If I come in there,
it is.
You my boss, and I come into your office like, you call me into your office, I come out, hey, look, dude, I'm doing my work. What do you want? That's already you coming in hot, like, you know what I'm saying? So now add in, what do you want, cracker?
Right.
Or what
so that's the context part of it. That's the context side of it. It's
just basically the way you, man. And come on, we all know that. We all know that. Like, come on, man. We don't like everybody at our job.
But I feel, that's what I'm saying. So, but I feel like more often than not, no matter the context, especially a white person uses the N-word without the ER at the end, it's always going to be negative, even if we don't mean it to be. And that's obviously that's from the past. That's from situations from the past, right? Like that's just that trickle down effect that it has from what happened 250 years ago, 60 years ago, and even obviously as we've talked about on here before, just the interactions between black and white people today. It still has that trickle down effect.
And come on, we'll never forget, but we still got to move on. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different way, man. That's like, we can go all the way back to talking about the natives, the Native Americans, and all their stuff got took and pushed over, and they just got pushed into one corner. Like, that's you know what I'm trying to say, like. So they ain't gonna forget, just like we ain't. Just Native American, they'll call the white boy quick, the white man. Quick. So
I'll give you that.
they got the same way of feeling. Like it's the Mexican, Spanish people, they'll call the white boy quick, gringo,
Weirdo.
Wedo, or whatever it is, dryo, whatever it is.
Dryo.
Black people just call each other nigga.
It's a term of endearment.
But it's also a safe word for niggas. We could say that to each other. We could say that. We black. Just like you can call your brother a white boy or a cracker.
Right.
The Mexicans can call it, they can say that. They're allowed to. But now when you cross over the line and call a white boy a nigga, come on.
So let me ask you this.
What? I'm guilty of it.
Do black people have the same reaction towards one another if the word is thrown at them with an ER at the end?
You can, oh yeah.
It offends you as if a white person says it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because
that's usually used in a more aggressive way, right?
Know. Yeah, you're black. You're supposed to know.
Okay.
You're supposed to know. Period. I don't give a damn. You just supposed to know.
Okay.
Period. That's how you born. It just comes out like that. You're just supposed to know not to do that. So.
Yeah. It's interesting. I'm always interested in how that kind of dialect works between people. We talk about it often off air when we're researching topics and things to talk about. We're looking at videos and articles and things. Articles.
See, look,
things like
articles.
That. Articles. And it's just really, really
interesting.
It is the number of white versus black and black versus white versus Mexican versus white. Like, how many different headlines every day?
Asian communities, Muslim communities. I mean, it's all different type of people, different groups.
Well, no, I get that, but I mean more of the just how much hatred there is towards people every day. And I get it. I know that that's just the world that we live in. It's just interesting when you're doing your research, looking for things, and you come across this. And two headlines later, here it is again. And the next headline down is here it is again. And the two more headlines. It's like, it's just, God.
It's a tough world, man. But I think we're moving forward to try to make stuff better.
For sure.
It's always going to be a wound in the world, but maybe we can close it up and make it smaller. I don't have no problem with white people. I don't have no problem with black people, Chinese people, Asian people. But now, let's be honest. When I'm amongst my black people, you know what I'm saying? I do. Even when I'm talking to you. Or when I'm talking about you, I'd be like, man, my little fat, little pudgy, little white boy.
Right.
Or it'll just be Adam, Bomb, or... Kane. You know what I'm saying? Or Kane. And you know why I call you Kane.
Nobody no pure white than me.
It don't get no purer than that. That's all white. That's all pure white. It's cocaine.
And I guess you just have to know your people around you. Because, like, I mean, I don't take any offense to that. I never have from day one.
And I hope not.
And,
I hope not. Because I never meant to. I never. Just like you can say, well, shit, you need to put some black magic on because you black as a tire.
Blue magic.
You sitting on 20.
Get a little grease. Well, you're bald headed, so that's just gonna make you get pimples and shit. But yeah. I don't know. It was just an interesting. We've talked about it again before, like I said before, off air, and I thought we'd bring it to the table. If you got any thoughts or comments about that, you want to put your 2 cents in, feel free to hit us up anytime you want to, 442-244-9900. If we're not live on air, you can always leave a voicemail with your thoughts and opinions, and we can definitely play those. We can play them and talk about it. You can always call and leave a voicemail with thoughts, shout outs, anything like that. 442-244-9900.